Okay, I'm reading Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Now, this is a verse about old age and dying. In the Masonic Lodge, which I'm not a Mason, but I've read that in the Masonic Lodge, this chapter is open on the third degree meetings. This chapter has to do with immortality, with old age and death. Now, an English lit teacher will have a joy breaking apart this chapter because it is so poetic, beautiful imagery. And it reads, "Remember now, thou Creator, in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not." Now, the evil days, that's old age. "For the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them." Now, that's the normal reaction of old age when a person is decrepit and do not maintain their health. Say, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, that's the house is your body, and the strong men shall bow themselves. That's when old people are stooped over. Some of them are stooped over. They did not prepare in the days of their youth. So they stoop over. And the grinders cease because they are few. That's easily understood. The grinders are your tooth. They are few. A lot of people, when they age, they lose their teeth. And those that look out of the window be darkened. That's eyesight. Your eyesight is dim. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. Now, the grinding of a body parts, it is low, rumbling of the stomach, the heartbeat, like machinery. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. Sometimes a little noise when you're old disturb you at the sound of a bird. Rise up in the morning, unable to sleep. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. You don't have no enjoyment even in music. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fears shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish. The almond tree is white on top. That's talking about your gray hair or white hair. Almond tree have white, is white on top. And the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fill. You know that is desire. That's really sexual desire. Because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the street. The mourners, that's your funeral. Yeah? The mourners go about the street. That's I would just leave that there. And that's what the secret laws is seeking, immortality. Evidently, people like Reagan, Ronald Reagan, George Bush, they high up in the association, yet they didn't have the secrets of immortality. If anybody have it, they keep it at the top, 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 top. One or two or three. and nobody else know about it. Immortality. Because even Albert Pike, one of the most important people in American masonry, died fairly young, at the age, I think 60 or 70, something like that, baby. And so now remember, now that creators in the days of their youth. Prepare for it. When you're young, and all these things may not come upon you, while the evil days come not. Now the days when you're old do not have to be evil. When you prepare for it, when you are young, create, remember your creator while you are young, and the evil days may not come. That's the evil of old age. Now, my main topic is this. First of all, I'm a say the second law of Ma'at. I will not steal. That's just to meditate on it. I will not steal. The second law of Ma'at. That's not my main topic. My main topic is that many people put the spirit before the body. They say the spirit creates the body. It's the body that creates the spirit. The spirit you come out of the body, not the other way around. All this spookism or spiritual this. Spirit is important. There's a reason for it, of course. And it's very, but people put that above the body. When most people are trying to maintain their body with very little regard to the spirit, but they are both are important. For instance, the natural body comes before the spirit, not the other way around. Okay, in First Corinthians, okay, I read 15, first of all, 1539. All flesh is not the same flesh. That's First Corinthians 15:39. All flesh is not the same flesh, for there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fish, and another of birds. That's important to know. White people's flesh are not our flesh, not the same as our flesh. Neither are Asian or Hispanic. They are of a different flesh. Just like, okay, and now 1545, the same chapter, verse 45. And so it is written, the first man, Adam, was made a living soul. The last Adam was made a quickening spirit. That's us. You are a living soul. If you have melanin, you have soul. Now everything has spirit. A rock have a spirit. And this is my favorite stone. It's called the Master Healing Stone. It's a quartz. Sometimes it's clear and sometimes it's white. It is the Master Healing Stone, it's called. Everything have a spirit. So also, and now in 46, it said, howbeit that was not first, which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterward that which is spiritual. Again, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, 46. Howbeit that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterward that which is spiritual. See, as I said, everything has a spirit, and If you read Ecclesiastes, 3rd chapter, 21st verse, it says, who knows the spirit of man that goes upward, and the spirit of the beast that goes downward to the earth? Everything, even the beasts have a spirit, but their spirits go downward to the earth. Again, Ecclesiastes 3:21. Who knows the spirit of man that goes upward, and the spirit of the beast that goes downward to the earth? So everything has a spirit, but the body is first. And the spirit is created from the body. We have a different spirit than the Caucasians. We have the spirit of life. Planets have spirit. Sun have a spirit. The spirit of the sun of the Aten is called is Ra. That is the Holy Spirit. And we have to connect with that Holy Spirit, the spirit of Ra. Ra, the Holy Spirit, live in me. My eyes is the eyes of Ra. My feet is the feet of Ra. My heart is the heart of Ra. My brain is the brain of Ra. I'm Ra on earth, the living Ra, incarnated Ra on earth, the Holy Spirit. Now, the moon have a spirit. And if you read in, let me show you. You read in Ecclesiastes that the moon is the sign of this world. Again, I say the moon, and I'm going to read it verbatim from the book that they did not put in the King James Bible. And I should have had it handy. I really should have had it handy. And I don't know why. Oh boy. So anyway, it's Ecclesiastes, the book of Ecclesiastes. Okay, here you go. The 43rd Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus, the book that they left out of the King James Version. And Ecclesiasticus, Ecclesiasticus, not Ecclesiastes. It's different. The 43rd chapter, the 43rd chapter, the 6th verse. And the moon in all in her season is for a decoration of times and a sign of the world. Again, Ecclesiasticus, not Ecclesiastes, but that book that was left out, the King James Version, chapter 43, verse 6. And the moon in all in her season is for a decoration of times and a sign of the world. So that's clear. There's no secret left back. But the Holy Spirit is coming back to rule in our life. And you don't have to look for spookism within us. Is the answer. Within our own brain, don't look for spookism. You think that there had to be some kind of spook come from heaven to defeat your enemies, the Caucasian or the Asians? We have the answer right here. Don't wait. People may wait for some spook to come out the sky. Our answer is in us. We are the answer, and it's happening now.